Howdy everyone, today we're taking an in-depth look at the 530 CFM cordless blower from Ego, model LB5302. I'm really excited to be taking a look at this product as I've been eyeing an upgrade to my corded blower for quite some time, and I've been nothing but happy with my cordless mower from the same company I bought 2 years ago. I'm a big fan of the 56 volt arc lithium system in use here. I really like that every cordless Ego tool works with every Ego battery. Sort of the same reason I like Milwaukee's M18 system, because they chose a voltage and stuck with it. As far as their claim that the Power Plus system is the industry's most advanced, well, I'm guessing competitors might disagree, but marketers gotta market. Inside the box, we start with the 3-inch diameter blower tube. This is followed by some quick start guides, operation manuals, and warranty cards. The motor unit itself is very light, almost surprisingly so. My version also includes a 2.5 amp hour battery and standard speed charger. If you've already bought into the Power Plus system, you might be able to resell this portion on eBay or OfferUp and recoup a large percentage of your purchase price. If we take a closer look at the motor shroud, we see it's got some chromed faces. I really have no idea why this is done. It's not for show, as it's usually covered, and I can't imagine the surface would be subject to any wear. Anyway, just thought I was kind of weird and wanted to point it out. Assembly consists of just snapping on the blower tube and installing the battery. Both are held on by quick release clips. The battery itself feels extremely high quality. The hard plastic has an excellent finish, while the whole thing is covered in a rubber overmold. If anyone is unfamiliar with the size of higher voltage outdoor power equipment batteries, here are some side-by-sides. We've got a small 12 volt Harbor Freight battery, a Milwaukee M18 1.5 amp hour, an M18 5 amp hour, a Cobalt 40 volt 2.5 amp hour, our Ego Power Plus 56 volt 2.5, and finally the 5.0. So we're dealing with a pretty big battery here, and that should mean decent runtime. To find out what exactly that is, I'm going to start the blower on its highest setting and let it go. This test is performed using the smaller 2.5 battery. We've got 22 minutes, which is very interesting because that is exactly what Ego claims it should be in their manual. I actually ran this test again at its lowest setting, but my camera battery died at 65 minutes while the blower was still going. Ego claims it should have ran for 75, and you know what? I believe them. My first actual use of the tool was a little garage sweeping action. Obviously, blowing loose dirt and dried leaf crumbs off a smooth floor shouldn't be a problem, but I was struck by how quiet the Ego blower was, at least on its lowest setting. To find out how quiet, I broke out the decibel meter. We're seeing 78 or 79. That's about 6 or 7 less than you'd see from a typical upright vacuum. As decibels are logarithmic, that's actually quite a bit. Next up, we'll see how loud it is on high. About 84, a noticeable jump from its lowest setting, but still slightly quieter than a vacuum. Finally, let's see what happens when we hit that turbo button. Now we're looking at the low 90s, about what you'd expect from a circular saw. This volume level is what I'd non-scientifically call, air quoted, pretty loud. Before moving on, here's how a cheap corded blower would compare. "96-ish, so no matter how much you ask of your Ego, at least it isn't this. When you're done with whatever work is to be done for the day, you'll need to recharge. For this, Ego provides its standard charger with its blowers. It feels sturdy but is relatively basic. That said, it is nicely fan cooled, as you can hear in this clip. It's actually very quiet. I just juiced the audio gain a little bit here so you could actually hear what it sounds like without being in the room. Finally, you won't need to worry about tripping any breakers as the included charger only pulls about 1.4 amps from the wall. Taking the unit outside and it performs the very basic task of dislodging general yard dirt from the driveway or around tires extremely well. Having no cord means that moving around multiple vehicles is easy. It also means I'm more likely to perform the chore if I don't have to break out extension cords or be placed on my neighbor's hit list for operating a gas-powered blower. I was especially pleased with the fact we're essentially given 11 speed settings to work with, 10 on the adjustment switch, plus the turbo button which can be activated on any of them if you need a quick burst of everything this thing's got. The weight is not too bad either. With the 2.5 amp hour battery, it feels pretty light, but with the 5.0, it might get heavy on long jobs. How heavy? Let's find out. With just the blower on the scale, we're looking at 4.8 pounds. Add the smaller battery and we're up to 7.2. Finally, with the 5 amp hour, we're hitting 9.8. This means that when using a big battery, the blower itself accounts for less than 50% of the tool's combined weight. I think that Ego recognizes this might get a little taxing to hold on a big job, so they've nicely included a strap mounting point. I then bought this flexible one on Amazon. After slinging the padded strap over my neck and attaching it to the tool, the Ego becomes nearly weightless. I'll place a link to this product as well as the blower itself below. It's an associate link for which the channel will earn a small commission. Use is greatly appreciated. As far as uses go, we're not just limited to cleaning out garages or pushing leaves around. The Ego blower also makes an excellent car dryer. After washing this one, I used it to remove the bulk water before hitting it with the towel. Because it's so portable, it only took a minute and no cords to deal with meant the task was actually enjoyable. Overall, I'm thrilled with this product. It's powerful enough for any jobs I've got around my house, and it's so easy to use that I'll actually do them. And that's all I've got for today. Any questions, go ahead and drop them below. I do check my comment feed regularly and do try to respond as much as I can. Okay, take care.